This is not a vote of confidence in the government itself. And quite frankly, it's not all that trusted now. The first reason why I think it's so important to have American Silver Eagles and why I think the premiums are definitely worth it is
when Americans buy gold and silver, trust matters. SD Bullion is A+ rated by the BBB and trusted with over $6 billion in transactions. Transparent pricing, reliable delivery. SDBullion.com, where America buys physical gold and silver.
For those of you new to my channel, maybe unfamiliar with my Yankee stacking approach, it's a threefold strategy, and it has roots first with my love of constitutional silver back in the 1980s. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate you getting me into stacking so long ago. That was a lot of fun. And the strategy was further strengthened by the purchase of the Yankee Cannon back in 2009. And then finally, the third thing is government minted silver bullion. Canadian maple leaves, Britannias, and especially American Silver Eagles. So let's take a look at what I bought, where I'm at with filling this thing, and why I'm convinced that stacking American Silver Eagles is not a dumb thing to do, even with the premiums that they usually include. And I will show you real quick what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2019 American Silver Eagles. BU grade. Now, I try not to buy brilliant uncirculated Silver Eagles as much as possible. When I buy a whole roll, or a whole tube, I should say, like this, yeah, I do buy them in the BU form. Let's talk a little bit about why I think these are so good. Look at that. And yes, I don't use gloves. This is just bullion. There's really no numismatic value in them, or at least the ones that I buy. I don't really care. So yeah, you'll see me using no gloves when I'm touching my American Silver Eagles. I do treat them nicely. But the first reason why I think it's so important to have American Silver Eagles and why I think the premiums are definitely worth it is trust. An American Silver Eagle is well recognized and trusted within bullion dealers, with stackers, within the precious metals community. We all know that iconic image. We recognize that reverse. This is well regarded all over the world, not just in America. So again, trust is really important. To me, as a prepper stacker, or prepper type of stacker, I care very much about recognizability and trust. Wow. 2019s. I am excited about filling this tube. I really am. And some people say, Yankee, what are you talking about? No one knows what these are. They don't recognize them unless you're a stacker or into coin collecting, a dealer or something. No one's going to know what this is. Yeah, I get that. I did a video, I can't remember, but I think it was back in the very beginning of my channel, where I tried to swap one of these for a pound of coffee. It is not recognizable, and quite frankly, it's not all that trusted now. But again, as a prepper stacker, I truly believe that during a crisis, and definitely during a potential collapse, people are going to learn very fast what silver is, what precious metals are, what they're in, and this is going to be one of the things that they start to recognize, along with, constitutional silver, gold, that type of thing. So I am willing to pay a slight premium, not a high premium, but a slight premium for the recognizability and trust of this gorgeous coin. Now again, some of you are thinking, oh, nope, give me a round, give me a bar. I just want it for the melt. I just want it as close to melt, I should say, as possible. I don't care about the recognizability. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, let me put it to you this way. So in Europe, and I'm sure in other parts of the world, one is required to assay their silver. That means that people need to bring in silver that they're pouring or making or whatnot and have it tested by a reputable government official who will then hallmark or stamp their approval of that silver, saying, yeah, this is silver. It's silver through and through. They do testing in a variety of ways, but it basically helps ensure that the precious metals is just that, precious metals. And I think that's important because it builds trust. If you have a hallmark on some silver in England, you know that it's silver. That's important. But it costs to have that done. To go or send your silver in and have it hallmarked, it costs money to do that. I am glad that we don't have to do this. We don't have to bring silver, have it assayed, have it hallmarked. It's kind of nice that there is no requirement here in the United States. However, I view my government minted bullion, whether it's gold or silver, as almost a vote of confidence stamped on each of these coins. And if you don't know, I don't mean to insult anybody's intelligence here, but if you don't know what an American Silver Eagle looks like, there it is, liberty across the top, in God we trust, a date right on it, United States of America, 1 ounce fine silver, $1. So $1, it actually has a monetary amount stamped on there by our government. Now, of course, it's worth a lot more than $1. It's worth a lot because of the metal content. But that is a stamp telling people this is a legit piece of 1 ounce, 999 fine silver. Mind you, this is not a vote of confidence in the government itself and its wanton disregard for fiscal and monetary responsibility. No, but rather that it passed an assay-like step in the minting process. It's possible to fake it, and I have a fake actually right here. Look at this. Here's a fake. All right. That's a fake American Silver Eagle. Yeah, you can fake these things. I also think that counterfeiting is more common with numismatic coins. So, if you had like a peace dollar, like this is also a fake. If people will counterfeit this, especially if the date or mint mark is rare, they don't want to spend a lot of time, counterfeiters, that is, making something like this if there's no real numismatic or fake numismatic potential here. So, American Silver Eagle, bullion, not likely to be faked in a large way. So, by having an American Silver Eagle, you're getting that level of trust. Another point that I wanted to make about premiums, most local coin shops that I know will honor that premium and pay a lot more for your American Silver Eagles than they would, say, for a round or a generic bar, especially something that is poured. So if you are the type that like to buy and sell American Silver Eagles, you can be assured that those premiums will be honored by most, if not all, local coin shops, as well as some of the big bullion dealers online. Again, this is BU stuff, 2019. That is more expensive, I'll grant you that. This one, actually, you know what? Let's open this and see what it is. It was a random date to me. It is a 2018. A roll of 2018 BUs. That's good. That was the year I really started stacking in earnest, so I like that. All right. 2013, again, BU. Another 2018. Another 2018. These don't have a date on them because these are the circulated or cull American Silver Eagle tubes. You can tell. You can actually see the darkness there. But you know what? They're in quite good shape, and I got them for a lot less. Here is the final one. It's not complete. It is a cull tube. I have 4 more to go, and that'll finish it off. Oh, I got 2 more, actually. this one from Littleton Coin Company, and this one, which is a painted lady. Okay, I got a little blowback from the community on these two coins. So what I normally do is I would rip this puppy right out of this plastic and stick it in a tube. It's a 1998. I'm looking at it and it looks kind of a little bit of toning. I don't see any real dings on it or wear, so it is uncirculated. It is in good shape. Yeah, I think a lot of people wouldn't like it if I took this out. But, you know, that's one thing. And the other is, oh man, I got this for next to nothing over spot from Tim. These are the things that he loves to drop on me, and I love to get them and drop them into xylene. In fact, hold on one second. Those are empty. But he's like, Yankee, why don't you take these? Maybe you want to stack them. Those are an indication of the type of silver that he likes to sell me for cheap. This one's going to get a bath. This one's going to get yanked out because I need to continue filling this monster box. So I'm halfway. I'm almost halfway there. And I'm really hoping that silver prices stay way, way down because I'm in accumulation mode. What will I do after this? Well, if I follow my Yankee stacking strategy, I'm probably going to go back to constitutional silver, fill my $50 guardhouse box, and then after that, it'll probably be gold, as long as gold is reasonably priced. These things have to, gotta be careful I don't pass these on to someone. That would be bad. I really hope you enjoyed this. I don't think it's a bad idea to keep stacking American Silver Eagles, provided you get them with a reasonable premium. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope your day is A-OK.